Namaste. Welcome to the lecture series on design and analysis of algorithms. Today we are going to discuss traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. What exactly the traveling salesman problem? Consider there are set of cities, let us say n number of cities, and there is a salesman. The task of the salesman is to visit each one of the cities exactly once, starting from a certain city and return to the same city. I repeat, n number of cities, there is a salesman. Salesman will start from one city, will visit all the cities exactly once and return to the starting city. The challenge of this particular problem is the salesman should travel by minimizing the total length of the trip. We need to find out the path or the closed loop that is minimal in its nature, and we assume that all the cities are connected to all other cities. This is what the traveling salesman problem is. Suppose if we are giving the straightforward solution or naive solution for the traveling salesman problem, say consider city 1 as the starting city, of course it is ending point also, then we need to visit all the other n-1 cities. All the n-1 cities can be visited in n-1 factorial number of different paths. So we have n-1 factorial permutations or choices to visit the city. So among this choice, n-1 factorial choices, we need to select the best one. We need to compute the cost of every permutation and we need to compute the best one. Best corresponds to the path corresponding to the minimum cost. So this is the naive solution for the problem. Of course, the time complexity of this particular method, it is in terms of factorial. So as the n value increases, the complexity increases very drastically. So we are looking forward some better algorithms so that the problem can be solved in lower time complexity. So one such algorithm is proposed to solve the traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. So let us understand how the dynamic programming will give the solution to the traveling salesman problem. Let us understand few notations, recurrence relations, the principle of optimality, etc. Assume the traveling salesman tour to be a simple path that starts and ends with 1. Let us assume city 1 is the starting city and ending city. Of course, we can represent this particular traveling salesman problem as a graph problem. Every city represents a node in the graph. The distance between two cities are nothing but the edge weights. And since all cities are connected to all other cities, we have a complete connected graph. Now every tour consists of an edge 1 comma k. We are starting from 1. For some k belongs to v minus 1. V minus 1 means it is a set of vertices excluding the starting vertex. So the overall tour can be broken into a single edge from 1 to k and a set of edges, a path from k to 1. So this is how we broke the complete tour, as single edge and rest of the edges as a path. Now the path from k to 1 goes through each of the vertex v minus 1 comma k. Other than 1 and k, the path from k to 1 goes in all the other vertices exactly once. So if the tour is optimal, then the path from k to 1 must be the shortest path going through all the vertices other than 1 and k. So let us have one notation. So let g I comma s be the length of the shortest path starting at vertex I, going through all the vertices in S and comes back to vertex 1. I repeat the definition of g I comma s. G is a function, I is the starting vertex, S is the set of vertices. GIS gives the length of the shortest path starting from I and visiting the vertices in S in some order and comes back to 1. It comes back to 1. That is most important. So our aim is to solve a problem g of 1 comma v minus 1. Means we have set of vertices v. We are going to start from 1, visit all the vertices other than 1 and come back to 1. So this is the problem we are supposed to solve. So this g is the length of the optimal path for the salesman's tour. So let us try to write the problem as a part of the recurrence relation by using the principle of optimality. So let us write the problem in terms of sub-problems. We are supposed to solve g of 1 comma set of vertices other than 1. So this is nothing but, let us start from 1 and go to some other vertex k in this particular set, and from k visit all other vertices and come back to 1. So original problem is divided as a single edge plus the set of edges or the path. So generalizing this particular expression, so what you can observe is this is the original problem is written in terms of its sub problem for different values of k. So k is nothing but set of k is nothing but the vertices. They are connected to 1, directly connected to 1. So generalizing this, so in general we can write this as g of I comma s. G of I comma s is nothing but length of the smallest path starting from I, visiting all the vertices in S in some order coming back to 1 is equal to, it is a minimum of some Cij from I go to some vertex j in S, then start from that particular j, visit all the other vertices and come back to 1. So for different values of j we need to compute this minimal value. Then we have different choices. Among that we need to take the minimum one. Let us take an example how this particular expression works. Suppose I is equal to 1 and S is equal to the vertices 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this expression is written as, it is a minimum of, for different values of j we have. So instead of k it is written here. So suppose it is 2, 3, 4, 5. If j is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, the different values that we get are C of 1, 2 plus G of 2. Now start from 2, visit all the vertices 3, 4, 5 in some order and come back to 1. Similarly, for suppose the k value or j value is taken as 3, this expression will be C of 1, 3, direct edge from 1 to 3 plus the minimum distance from 3 by visiting all the vertices 2, 4, 5 and coming back to 1. Similarly, suppose k is equal to 4, C1 4 plus G of 4, 2, 3, 5. Similarly, the last one. So we have 4 choices here. Among the 4 choices, the one that results the minimum value, that is taken as a path for 1, and path from 1 visiting all vertices 2, 3, 4, 5 in some order and coming back to 1. Let us take one example and let us try to solve the traveling salesman problem for this example. Let us consider a problem having 4 cities, 4 nodes in the graph, and all cities are connected to all other cities. All nodes are connected to all other nodes. Their respective weights are given here. Their weights are given here. Now, the smallest problem is, the dynamic programming always solves the problem in a top-down approach. So smallest problem we solve first, then keep on growing it, finally solving the problem that we want. So let us solve starting from 2. Of course 1 is the source vertex for us. Okay, so starting from 2 without visiting any other vertices intermediately, come back to 1. So G of 2, 5 is nothing but the direct edge from 2 to 1. It is nothing but C of 2, 1, which is equal to 5. Now G of 3, 5, it means start from 3, visit none of the vertices and come back to 1. Means it is the direct edge. C of 3, 1, it is equal to 6. The next one, G of 4, 5, it means start from 4, visit none of the vertices and come back to 1. It is the direct edge 4 to 1, it is 8. Now we can observe, we have started with the smallest problem where there is no intermediate vertex. So yes, this particular set yes is taken as null. Now let us increase this particular set with one node. So we have some choices for us. Some different possibilities are. Now the possibility for this yes with some node, one node, is nothing but start from 2, then go to 3. Start from 2, then visit 4. These are the 2 choices for us. Similarly, if you start from 3, for this particular case, if you introduce one vertex here, then either we can go to 3 to 2 or 3 to 4. These are the two choices. The other, suppose if we start from 4, suppose the only one intermediate vertex we have, means the choices are 2 and 3. Now let us consider the first one, g of 2 comma 3. So this is nothing but, of course here we have only one choice, so it is nothing but the direct edge from 2 to 3 and 3 to 1. 3 to 1, it is the optimal path we have to consider. So 3 to 1 with the optimal path without having any vertices is nothing but, it is already solved earlier. Here it is solved. So it is nothing but 6. So cost of 2, 3. Cost of 2, 3 is nothing but 9. 9 plus 6, it is equal to 15. Going for this one, next one, g of 2 comma 4. It is nothing but direct edge from 2 to 4. Direct edge from 2 to 4, it is 10 plus g of 4, 5. It is nothing but 8. So 10 plus 8, it gives 18. Coming to the next, g of 3, 2. So it is nothing but the direct edge 3 to 2, which is nothing but 13 plus 2, 5. G of 2, 5. It is nothing but 5. So 13 plus 5, that gives 18. G of 2, 4. It is nothing but direct edge 3 to 4. 3 to 4, it is 12 plus g of 4, 5. So it is nothing but 8. 12 plus 8, it is 20. Similarly, we can compute this one as well as this one. So second level we have solved now, considering single vertex as intermediate vertex. Going for the third level, where the intermediate vertices, let us consider two vertices. So we compute g of I comma s with total vertices in S are 2. Okay. So let us not consider the starting vertex as I. Okay. And let us also consider the starting vertex does not belongs to S. Okay. Now what are the possibilities we have? If you start from 2, the other two vertices are 3, 4. Only one choice we have. Only one choice. Starting from 2, the choice for S is only 1. So this is nothing but we have two choices. From 2, either we can go to 3 or we can go to 4. Now let us assume we are traveling, the salesman is traveling from 2 to 3 first. So cost of 2 to 3, then the cost of traveling from 3 to 4, then to 1. So that cost, it is already found. So you can see it is already found, it is 20. So cost of 2 to 3, it is nothing but 9. 9 plus 20, it is 29. Similarly, the other choice for that salesman is 2 to 4. So 2 to 4, let us travel directly, and 4 to visit the other vertex, that is 3, and come back to 1. That part we already computed, that is 15. So C to 4, it is nothing but 10 plus 15, that gives us 25. So 28 and 25, the minimum is 25. So this is how g of 2 comma 3, 4 is computed. In the very similar fashion, these two also computed. Let me explain the last one. G of 4 comma 2 comma 3. It is nothing but first travel from 4 to 2. Okay. Then the remaining vertex we have is 3. So 2 to 3. So this particular problem is already solved here. It is nothing but 15. So 4 to 2 it is 8. 8 plus 15, it is nothing but 28. Sorry, 8 plus 15, it is nothing but 23. Now coming to here, the another choice is 4 to 3. So 4 to 3, the direct cost is 9. So 9 plus 18, it is 27. So 23 and 27, the minimum is 23. Now let us increase the number of elements in S by 1, that is 3. Of course, we have 3 choices again. That is starting vertex as 1, all 3 vertices. Starting vertex as 2, all 3 other vertices. But we are not interested in rest of the problems, because g of 1, 3 to 4, this is what the problem exactly matching to the traveling salesman problem. Because we need to start from 1, visit all the vertices 2, 3, 4, then come back to 1. So this is what we need to solve. We need not solve g of 2, 1, 3, 4 or some other problems. That is not required for us. So how to get the solution for this? Here we have 3 choices. So 3 expressions we have, 1, 2, 3. The first choice is the travel from 1 to 2 directly and visit 3, 4 in some order and come back to 1. So that is what we can see here. So direct cost from 1 to 2, it is nothing but 1 to 2, it is nothing but 10 plus g of 2, 3, 4. So g of 2, 3, 4 is 25. So 10 plus 25, that is 35. Coming to the next one, next choice is 1 to 3. Go for 1 to 3, then visit 2 and 4 in some order and come back to 1. So 1 to 3, it is nothing but 15 plus g of 3 to 4, that is nothing but 25. So 15 plus 25, so it is 40. The last choice for 1 is 1 to 4, then visit 2 and 3, then come back to 1. So 1 to 4, it is 20 plus 4 g of 4 to 3, that is nothing but 23. So 23 plus 20, that is 43. So among these 3 choices, the minimum one stands for 35. So the solution for the traveling salesman problem, that is the minimal cost path by starting from 1, visiting all the vertices and coming back to 1, it is 35. Now the question is how to get the path. We have the cost now. The path information we don't have as of now. So how to get the path? How to get the tour? So that is got by back tracing. Just identify how this 35 is got. So how this 35 is got? So 35 is got by traveling from 1 to, see, we have 3 choices here. Among the 3 choices, this 35 comes from the first choice. Among the 3 choices, the 35 comes from the first choice. First choice means the salesman is traveling from 1 to 2. So 1 to 2, then solving this problem. So the successor of node 1 is 2. That is got from here. Now trace back to this particular one. So if you trace back this one, there are 2 choices here and here. So among these 2, we can see that the first one value is 29, the second one is 25. So this 25 is because of the second one. So choice should be taken, the second choice, that is from 2 to 4. From 2 to 4. Okay. So the successor of node 2 is 4. Again trace back this G of 4, 3. So G of 4, 3, of course we don't have the choice there. So the successor of node 4 is 3. So all the 3 vertices are, all the 4 vertices, we started from 1, then 2, then 4, then 3. The 4 vertices are explored, now come back to 1. So now the overall tour, optimal tour is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3 and 3 to 1. The optimal cost is 35. As a part of the homework, you can solve one more problem. A graph having 4 nodes. You need to start from S as phi, null set. So G of, exclude the start node, consider the start node as 1. So exclude the start node. So G of 2 phi is nothing but the direct edge from 2 to 1, it is 1. 2 to 1, it is 1. Similarly 3 phi, it is nothing but 3 to 1, it is 15. And 4 phi, it is nothing but direct edge from 4 to 1, it is 6. The next iteration, we need to consider set S with only one vertex. The total number of elements in set S should be 1. So different possibilities for us are S can be the set having only 2. Set S can be, it contains only node 3, node 4. So node 2, if the set is node 2, of course the choices for starting us is either from 3 or 4. So if you start from 3, this is nothing but C of 3 2 plus G of 2 to 5, I mean 2 to 1 it is. Start from 2, visit none of the vertices, come back to 1. That is the definition of G. So it is nothing but earlier value. So it is 7 plus 1, it is 8. For our convenience, we are also storing the previous vertex information here. Otherwise, we have to trace back at the end. Just to avoid that, the previous vertex information is also stored here. Okay. So suppose if you start from 4, after visiting 2, of course the path length is 4. The previous vertex for 4 is 2. Of course, here we have only one choice. Only one choice we have. So that is why 3 of only one choice previous vertex is 2 itself. In the future steps, there will be 2 or 3 choices. So whenever we have the 2 or 3 choices here, the one results the minimum value. That one we are supposed to write here. So repeat this for set S as 3, set S as 4, and continue with the next iterations. So in the next iteration, you are supposed to take the intermediate vertices, 2 vertices in set S, and you start from 2, 3, 4. So complete the exercise as a part of the homework. Coming to the analysis part, it is better than the naive algorithm. The algorithm that proceeds to find the optimal tour by using the recurrence relation. It requires theta of n square 2 to the power n. This is the time complexity. Okay, so this is because of the computations of g of I comma s, where s contains k number of elements, requires k minus 1 number of comparisons. Okay, so the serious drawback of this particular dynamic programming solution is the space complexity. Actually, it requires big O of n 2 to the power n. This is too large even for the smallest value of n. So of course n factorial is reduced to 2 to the power n, but still it is quite large.